Fixings. Custom-made dumpling coverings. 300 grams regular baking flour around 2 cups. 165 grams extremely warm water around 2/3 cups, 110 degrees Fahrenheit to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Dumplings 1.5 cups cabbage finely cleaved. 1 teaspoon. Cornstarch. 1 pound ground pork. 2 tablespoons ginger minced. 2 tablespoons garlic minced. 1/4 cup green onions meagerly cut. 2 tablespoons soy sauce. 1 tablespoon Shaoxing wine. 1.5 teaspoons toasted sesame oil. Half a teaspoon salt. Half a teaspoon white pepper. Guidelines. Make the dumpling coverings. Add the flour to a huge bowl and make a well in the center. Empty the exceptionally warm water into the well and utilize a couple of chopsticks to whisk, consolidating the flour gradually until everything meets up into an extremely shaggy batter. Tip the mixture out onto a work surface and massage until smooth. Shape into a ball, cover with saran wrap and let rest for no less than 30 minutes. Following 30 minutes, ply the batter again so it is smooth and versatile. You can utilize it immediately, however it will carry out stunningly better assuming that you let it rest for an additional 30 minutes. Shape it into a ball. See notes for stand blender directions. Make the dumpling filling while you trust that the coverings will rest. Throw the cabbage with a spot of salt in an enormous bowl and blend well. Let rest for 10 to 15 minutes. The crush out and deplete, however, much of the additional water as could reasonably be expected. Combine as 1-2 tablespoons water with the teaspoon of cornstarch and mix into the pork until it shapes a glue. Blend in the ginger, garlic, green onions, soy, Shaoxing wine, sesame oil, salt, white pepper, and crushed out cabbage until consolidated. Make the dumplings. After the batter has rested, jab the focal point of the mixture with your finger and stretch it out to make a bagel shape. Continue extending and pivoting it out into an enormous, meager ring. Cut the ring and you ought to have a rope of mixture. Carry it out until it is around 1.5 creeps in width. Remove 6 pieces and gauge the bits of batter, around 10 to 12 grams every, which seems to be around 1 tablespoon of mixture. Cover the rope of mixture so it doesn't dry out. Take each piece of mixture and roll it into a ball, then, at that point, level it with your palm until it is around 1.5 inches, gently cleaning with flour depending on the situation. On a gently floured work surface, utilize a little carrying pin and carry out the edges of the smoothed circle, turning and rolling so the edges of the covering are marginally more slender than the center. Go for the goal to be 3.25 to 3.5 creeps in width. Gently flour and cover with saran wrap while you carry out the other 5 parts of dumpling batter. Whenever you've carried out 6 coverings, shape your dumplings. See notes on the number of dumplings you that ought to make at a time. Place 1 tablespoon of filling in the covering. Crease over into a half-moon shape and squeeze the edges to seal. You can likewise crease, overlap the dumplings. Begin by collapsing the dumpling skin 50 and squeezing from the center. Crease over, crease one side of the dumpling skin and push against the back skin to get. Rehash until you arrive at the edge, crease the opposite side. In the event that you're utilizing locally acquired coverings, daintily saturate the edges of the covering with water prior to collapsing. After you're finished making the 6 dumplings, keep on carrying out and make your dumplings with the remainder of your batter, 6 all at once. Cook your dumplings in a non-stick container over medium intensity. Heat up a hint of oil. At the point when hot, lay the pot stickers in the skillet, in one layer. Cook until somewhat sautéed, then, at that point, add 2 to 4 tablespoons of water and cover and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. At the point when the water has cooked off, lift off the top and keep cooking until the bottoms are brown and fresh. Appreciate hot, with soy sauce and bean stew oil. Notes: stand blender dumpling coverings. Gather the flour and water to the bowl and speed into a single unit with chopsticks. Utilize the batter snare and massage on low until all the water has been retained. Blend on medium-low until a mixture begins to shape, around 2 to 3 minutes, scratching down the bowl on a case-by-case basis. At the point when the mixture meets up, shape it in a ball, and let rest, covered for 30 minutes prior to manipulating it once more. The number of dumplings to make immediately. On the off chance that you're working with an accomplice, one of you can carry out dumpling mixture while different makes dumplings. In any case, assuming you're without anyone else, 6 is presumably the perfect sum. Newly made dumpling coverings should be utilized very quickly. In any case, they become dry and hard to shape, and the creases won't keep intact. Capacity. It's ideal to utilize the dumpling coverings new, however, assuming you totally need to store them for some other time, ensure you brush them well with custard or potato in the middle of between every covering prior to stacking them together. When they are for the most part cleaned and stacked, wrap them firmly with saran wrap and afterward place in a sealed shut compartment, refrigerate, and use inside the following 2 days. To freeze dumplings whenever you've made them, space out uncooked pot stickers in a solitary layer on a baking sheet and freeze until strong. Move to cooler packs. Cook from frozen, adding several minutes to the covered cooking time. Assessed nourishment depends on 1 serving equals 6 dumplings.